Brandon and Taryn.
Brandon and Taryn back again, entering the internets.
The 2018. We are here. And we are here to announce our changes, as we did
Several times.
several times.
Several times. I gotta bear with us. Okay, it's a show.
We're gonna edit some of this shit.
Yeah. But I'm gonna set a timer because it does it every 40 minutes. So I'm gonna do it for 35. And then
Okay.
restart again. That means it's gonna be a long fucking show, guys.
Yeah.
So if you have time, great. If you don't, stick around. I will edit the shit for the shit that you want to hear.
Exactly. We'll have separate shows from the big show. So what our plan to do for our Tuesday or Monday night episodes is we're going to make a long ass show.
Yeah.
But we're going to break it down into little segments. That way you guys can watch what you want to watch. You don't have to watch the whole fucking thing.
Exactly.
Stuff like that. Once we figure out how to do podcasts, we'll be put in the podcast form. We're doing all this stuff. But we are in the alpha phase. Not even beta. We are alpha.
Alpha. Okay.
What we did before was alpha.
Yeah. Pre-alpha.
Pre-alpha.
Okay.
So we want to get a little rundown of who we are. We never did that in the first one. Our beginning videos, we just went straight into reviews. We never really told who we are, what we're about, and all that kind of stuff. And this is something that we want to do.
Exactly.
So I'm going to let my man Taryn start off.
Well, he just said it. My name's Taryn. Taryn Hodge. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I love a lot of shit. And that's why we're doing a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because we want to create discussions. And we want to get our point of view out. And seek out people that are like-minded.
Yeah. Well, I'm Brandon. I've been a bartender since I was like 20. So about 10 years now. That makes me 30. Just in case you were tuning in and watching. Oh, I'm 31. I'm fucking 31. Never mind.
I forget my age all the time.
Once you get past it. Anyway, I'm very passionate about a lot of different things. I love different movies. I love comedy. I love having fun. Yeah. I'm not big into clubs. I'm not big into this new music. He is. I'm really not. I'm into video games a lot. I'm into some sports. Yeah. Raider football till I
Raider Nation. John Gruden, here we go.
And this is my music genre of choice, 90s and so forth. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I plan to keep my t-shirt game on lock.
Yeah. And I don't know, many people don't get the shirt that I'm wearing, but if you like Beverly Hills Cop, go back and watch it. And then look at the show and recognize the shirt.
Boom.
Yeah, just to piggyback on that, I'm a bartender, thanks to this guy, for a little over a year.
Yeah, man.
A little over a year, and I gotta say, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting people drunk is fun. So, but yeah, I've been a nerd all my life.
I love being smart.
Yeah. There you go. Smart is sexy.
Hey, you got
contrary to popular belief,
brother. So, what we plan on doing with this show today is we're gonna go over certain topics. It is 2018. It's January the second. It's the second. Probably throw this up there on the third.
Yeah.
But yeah. So this is our rambling introduction to stage. This is probably gonna last about 10 minutes, apparently.
Yeah.
But hey, like I said, alpha. Bear with us.
Yes.
Hopefully, by the time you guys see this is like, we have to watch it again. It's like, remember the first video that we had to do, and it's cringeworthy and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
But we want to do a quick brief breakdown of different movies we like this past year, our top 5, our top movies you should not see because we saw it for you and took that fucking bullet for you. We want to talk about our Raiders. We want to talk about the music scene right now. We want to talk about certain video games is on the scene and what the different things are, and then just overall stuff. I plan on, once we get more popular, you guys send more feedback in. We'll have some feedback shows. Yeah. We'll have some Facebook Lives going down. Mm-hmm. You know, the more you grow with us, we're willing to grow with you. So,
exactly. So, since it's fresh in our minds, let's jump right into it.
What we doing?
Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
So this is the break. Now you're in a Star Wars: Last Jedi review. Man, the divisiveness of this movie and its fans is very, very apparent.
Yeah.
Out there, there's people that love the movie. There's people that like the movie. There's people that dislike the movie. And there's people that hated this fucking movie. Even Taryn and I are in different boats, and he likes it.
Yeah.
And I dislike it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't believe Taryn loves it. Do you love it?
No.
Okay.
I will say, on a range of it's right before really like.
Okay. So, I'm just going to say it straight up. If you haven't watched The Last Jedi, don't watch this part of the review.
Yeah.
Because I can't talk about this movie without spoilers because, it's impossible.
It's impossible
to not ruin this movie and talk about it.
You can't have a discussion about Star Wars without it being spoilers.
Yeah.
And I would say,
how you want to start this off?
Let's start off with this. We avoided trailers.
Oh man,
the entire time.
That's our new thing. And I say, if you're really excited about a movie, try not to see any trailers for it. And for other movies that I've seen, it's worked out beautifully. This one, not in particular for me, because even though I was surprised of the visuals, because I didn't see any trailers or anything like that. So the visuals were really exciting and new and really cool.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot take away the visuals from this movie.
Right.
Like, the visuals were dope. You get some scenes that you've never seen in a Star Wars movie before. You've never seen certain things in a sci-fi space movie before. Things that, you know, you sit there and you think about, like, oh, fuck. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
straight up that
visually, I don't think anybody would have an argument on how well it looked.
Yeah.
There's some there's one scene in particular that kind of looks very CGI, and it's probably one of the worst scenes in the movie.
Talk about
it. It's the casino scene, and it's them running on the back of those horse puppy bullshits
things.
Yeah.
And I understand what they were trying to do, trying to shed light on animal cruelty and stuff like that, and maybe leave a little bit of something for the little dude at the end that did the fucking genuine thing with the broom.
Yeah.
But
I didn't need
it. And why I didn't need it is because it was unnecessary. But the thing that messes with me about it is because it was Finn's part.
It was Finn.
And I fucking love Finn.
Look, Finn is why I was super.
I'm impartial.
Look, we had a black main character in Force Awakens, and I was super excited about it.
I was ready. I was fucking ready for this guy.
I saw Attack on the Block, so I saw John Boyega in a movie film before, and I was like, I like the kid. You know? So I was excited, and he was such a big part of the first film. He was the driving force. Nothing happens in Force Awakens without him. He sets everything in motion. So to watch him in this film is why I didn't really, really like the film. It's why I just liked it.
That's why I disliked it. The main reason why I disliked it,
is
because Kylo Ren's still a bitch.
And and I think this is where we differ. I don't hate Kylo Ren. I actually love what they did with this character in this. And it's simple as this. I've come to the realization that pre-chopped off limbs Darth Vader Anakin Skywalker was a punk bitch. He was a punk bitch.
Alright, you can't compare niggas for other niggas, like, cause in the end, Darth Vader became Darth Vader.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, no, I'm wrong, but he was.
But Kylo,
We saw
like,
him as seasoned.
You know how I feel about Kylo?
Yeah.
The grandpa pants. That's how I feel about Kylo. The nigga in the grandpa pants. That's exactly how I feel.
Hey,
It's like, what are you doing?
We can go into hours about wardrobe in the fucking Star Wars universe. That,
Oh,
beside the
bro.
point. But I guess looking back at the films, Luke in the first film, and even in the second film, is very bitchy. He's very bitchy. And that is obviously a Skywalker trait that carried on. And
But
that's
see,
just how I
you're
look
talking
at it.
about other films. I'm talking about this film.
I feel you. But
Like, this film.
but it's
is
hard
what
it's
matters.
hard not to take, for me, it's with a franchise, it's hard for me not to take everything else into effect. You know what I mean? And that's just his family. His family sucks. His family is the worst family in the universe, and they've been fucking shit up constantly.
It's just, overall for me,
Mhm.
there was gaping plot holes, right?
Yeah.
Gaping plot holes that Force Awakens set up. They set up a lot of different storylines. They set up Snoke. They set up Rey's parentage. They set up fucking Finn. They set up all this shit. They set up the Death Star was fucking going down again.
Mm.
And when it came to this movie, killing the Death Star didn't matter. Snoke didn't matter. Rey's parents didn't matter. Finn didn't matter.
Now, out of all those things he just said, the only one I have a problem with is Finn not mattering. I didn't need Rey to
What
be...
did Finn do to this movie?
He did nothing.
He didn't do
And
anything.
I will say, the only part that I liked, and I thought it was a beautiful sequence until Rose fucked it up, and had he died, I'd have been
But he
pissed off.
fucked it. But that's
But
the
it
thing.
was G as shit.
But it was fucked up by
Yeah.
Rose.
It was fucked
who,
up by Rose.
By the way, would have killed both of them if she actually did that and crashed into another. But we don't go into the physics or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, she fucked it up.
She fucked it up.
And
I thought...
even fucked it up even more with the awkward kiss.
Yeah, and you can tell because Finn was like,
Nigga, what?
sorry, but the girl that I like, she's
Jedi.
badass.
She's a Jedi.
You know what I mean?
I'm with the Jedi
I'm
girl.
with the Jedi girl. That's who I want.
That's who I want.
So, yeah, that part, I mean, and I thought the way it was shot when he was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to have to die for this shit. I was like, man, my nigga Finn is a G.
But see, and that's a lot of the parts of this film, right?
Yeah.
If Finn went out like a G like that, cool. If when the purple hair lady did the hyperspace through the light speed through the ship, that was badass.
Yeah.
But I wanted it to be Leia.
Would
have been how Leia went out. It would have been badass because she's been a part of this fight for this entire fucking time.
Yeah.
Give her the thing to blow the fucking shit up.
Yeah.
But it was the purple hair lady from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I don't care about her.
And
Because, you know what? She could have solved everything if she just would have told, what's his name?
Yeah. And Finn could have came back.
No, not Finn. Fucking
No, Poe Dameron.
Poe
But I'm
Dameron.
saying
Yeah.
Finn didn't need to go on that mission
At all.
Had the information
all.
been out there. I get the Leia thing. I would have wanted her. I think not like look. I like the film, but do I think I can make a better one? Obviously. So
everybody does.
everybody. But here's what I'm saying. Here what would have been an awesome moment is because when she breaks through everything is right after the Rey and Kylo badass fight scene against the Praetorian Guards. It was a dope scene. They were both trying to turn each other, right? I think had Kylo been leaning towards Rey's side, right, and returning to the rebellion, but then Leia was the one that went through, so now he can feel that his mother is gone.
Yeah.
Go back to the dark side, and that's when it's like, you know what,
that
fuck
would've been
everything.
good.
That would have been great.
That would have been great.
That would have been great.
That didn't happen.
It didn't happen because
And also that fight scene, as good as it was, still it irked me. It irked me because I know Kylo Ren is way more better than that. There's no way he should have been getting choked out.
Yeah.
He has force powers.
Yeah.
I've seen his force powers.
Yeah.
Where is his force powers?
It's always
Where?
It's always bothered me.
He only used it to kill Snoke.
Yeah.
And I'm over that.
I never liked Snoke.
I understand that people didn't like Snoke and stuff like that, but that doesn't remove the fact that he was built up so much. Yes, he was the guy that was training Kylo Ren, and when Kylo Ren was going back, it was going to be like how Darth Sidious was going to train Vader, and Darth Sidious is going to make Vader make him badass. Never.
Yeah,
it just didn't happen, and it's fine.
I think, and look, there are a lot of fuck JJ moments. I'm quoting Kevin Smith on this. That Rian Johnson did, and I was a fan of Rian Johnson prior to this, and I was excited. I would say like I'm not too keen on him doing a whole trilogy.
Oh fuck!
But if it's all,
I don't know if I'm down for that, dude.
If it's all his direction and it's not tied to anything prior, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be okay with it. If this movie wasn't connected to anything prior to, I think it would be much more well received.
I think the same thing that messed up this movie is partially the same thing that fucked up Justice League, and it's two different people making the movies.
Yeah.
So you had Justice League where Zack Snyder made his movie, and it was vastly different than the one we were shown.
Yeah.
And he had Joss Whedon come in there and throw some Joss Whedon things in there.
Yeah.
Then you had the first Star Wars with J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, you know what, he didn't take risks and stuff like that. He did everything fucking by the book. Yeah. But it seemed that he was setting up for things to be different.
Yeah.
And then you give it to somebody else who wrote a different script, like wrote his own script and his own thing, not what JJ had planned. Yeah. And just threw it all away. Yeah. Now, maybe if Rian Johnson has 3 movies by himself, it can be different because he'll be able to set up his own stories. By all means. Yeah. But their choice to do that is just did not pay off.
Yeah. I feel it. You know, I understand the gripes. I do. They don't bother me as much, especially the stuff with like raised parentage and the whole Snow thing. They don't bother me as much as it does other people. That's just it's all preference for me. And
all in all, it doesn't bother me. It's just why set it up. Yeah. You know, like why set it up. And one of the greatest parts of this movie is when fucking Kylo looks at her and goes, "You're nothing." Yeah. You're nothing, bitch. I think I chuckled when he said that. I was just like, damn, Kylo.
Because it was savage as fuck.
It was so savage. It's like, whoa.
Like, aren't you trying to turn her, nigga? You need to be on the other side of that shit.
He said, you are nothing.
Yeah.
You came from nothing. You're a nothing person.
Yeah. But yeah, like, the thing with
he basically said the equivalent is your mama and daddy were crackheads.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're led to believe. That's what we're led to believe. But yeah, I don't hate Kylo. Was he more badass in Force Awakens? Definitely.
But he wasn't badass in Force Awakens either.
Was he not?
He showed badass traits. He stopped the boat. That was badass. He got shot by a motherfucking bowcaster and still fought. That was badass. But he still appeared weak, and he still appeared teenagery.
That's what he is.
Is he still a teenager?
He's an adolescent. Like, are you as smart as you're gonna be at 21?
No, but he's not a fucking teenager anymore. You're 20.
That's still like you're talking about anyone who's 21 who just turned 21. You're still a kid. You're still
depends on the circumstances, man. And depends on how you were brought up.
Wouldn't you agree that his circumstances are a little extreme? Is he supposed to grow up out of that?
He's supposed
to. My uncle just tried to kill me. I just killed my father, trying to impress some nigga that really doesn't like me, to try to be as great as Darth Vader, who I've never met before, but only heard stories about.
Still, man.
I just feel like there's so many different factors to where it's like
all that nigga has to do all day is get power in the dark side. He ain't gotta go to school. Yeah. He ain't doing no job. What else are you doing? He ain't got no video game to play. That nigga should be fucking training and fucking using the Force. 'Force.
Yeah, but I think this is. I don't know. 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 I think this is. I it's partly the world's fault on why everything is the way it is. Like, I heard a lot of people say, like, no lightsaber touched another lightsaber in this film. Which is true.
True.
Which is true. But here's the problem. Yeah. It's a world without Jedis. It's a world without people who have lightsabers. So there's a lot of things that are just... Whereas, like, in the prequels... Fuck the prequels. But it was more prevalent. So you expected to see more lightsaber fights. People who are more trained.
I think...
You know what I mean?
I think this movie could have been great in different ways.
Yeah.
It could have been great, first off, if Leia had not done the Mary Poppins thing, or if Leia would have died in that scene, that would have made the movie better.
Yeah.
If Leia would have died doing the light speed through the ship, that would have been better.
Yeah.
If Luke, in the end, was actually there to have the fight with Kylo, when Luke was out there, and I still thought it was Luke, and when all those motherfuckers shot, and he was still there, and I was like, that's the fucking Luke. That's the fucking Jedi that's been sitting there training, like just waiting to tear some shit up. You know what I mean? And then he would have had the fight with Kylo, and then ultimately Kylo would have won.
Yeah.
But since it was a hologram, you were kind of cheaped out because no lightsaber touched another lightsaber. Granted, but it's a big part of the lore. It's a big part of Star Wars. Lightsabers and shit like that. That's a huge part of Star Wars.
Yeah, but like I said, it's a time without it. You know what I mean? So that's why the whole thing with the little kid who has is that we're getting back to that point where the Force is more prevalent than it had been. The whole thing with Force Awakens is there aren't a lot of people that use the Force. They're not. You know what I mean? It was just pretty much just Kylo, Snoke, and Luke at the time that are really like, you know, know the lightsaber shit. And then it's just like, there's so many things that are just like, you can talk days and days about it and be like, this should have been in here, this should have been here. Look,
ultimately, it's a fucking movie.
It's a movie. But this is where I think this movie was difficult, right? It picked up right after Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Right after Force Awakens. No other Star Wars movie did that.
Yeah.
No other Star Wars movie did that. There was time this past. I think, had time had passed, had Finn been in a coma for that long, which would have been something, you know what I mean? Or it seems like he got his spine slashed and then he spent a few hours in the thing, you know what I mean? Like, had maybe, you know, I know a lot of people wanted her to just be trained as a Jedi by him. If time has passed and you know what?
She didn't need training. She just automatically was badass, dude.
Yeah. But
automatically the most powerful Force user known to man.
But this is what I'm saying, man.
Automatic.
It's the same shit as the other movies.
You know what this Star Wars is? I just thought about the Star Wars is the millennial version of Star Wars. No work, no effort. You get it. You just get it, bro.
As a millennial, I take offense to that.
You should.
But yeah, if you look, and that's the thing. Here's the thing. You go back and you look at A New Hope to Force Awakens. I mean, not Force Awakens. Empire Strikes Back. Luke has no training. No training. But he's using the lightsaber to cut open tauntauns and fight the thing in the, I forget what it's called. The Iceman shit. He goes see Yoda, right? Mm-hmm. Yoda's on his back. He's running and jumping.
So Obi-Wan never trained Luke?
What did he train him with?
He taught him about the Force and shit, man.
He put the little thing in front of him and told him to reach out and feel it. Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Look, man. Look.
I'm just saying.
It's a movie.
Same gripes can be.
The gripes were everywhere. And to be honest with you, like for me, I've always been more of a fan of the Star Wars lore than the movies themselves. When I was into Star Wars, I was into the video games, Knights of the Old Republic, the different comics, the different cartoons. That's how I got into Star Wars. I didn't watch the movies until later on. Yeah. The original movies and shit like that. The prequels I saw when I was like a kid and shit like that. So I mean, it's different. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's very divisive among people. Like any other movie, there's people that fucking like Justice League, who I think are who I think have very terrible opinions and have
been misled.
Yes.
But yeah,
almost went off.
Don't want to offend anyone over there. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, it is what it is. It's
all right. So I think that's good enough for the Last Jedi.
Yeah,
no, let's leave it.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
That is the review. It is what it is.
It's fine.
It's fine. That's the bet. It's fine.
It's fine. All right, so now we're gonna go over our top 5 movies of the year of 2017, and then I'm just gonna, if we hear about some other movies or just remember some other movies, we'll throw them out there too.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure we just go from number 1, and then
order everything else.
Actually, we'll go our 5s, 4s, 3s, and then we both have the same one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
because we're black.
Yeah. You want to do worst first, or
I'm doing my top 5. Top
5 first.
So
okay.
So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. So number 5 for me, Logan.
Ooh. Okay.
Logan. You guys probably heard me rant on another video. I fucking hate Fox. And I hate what they've done with X-Men. Logan is the absolute exception. I really dug that film. The emotion behind it, we finally got the goddamn Wolverine action.
Yeah. I
mean, when we saw this, that first scene where he beats up the people trying to jack his ride.
Yes. I
was like, this segment is better than anything else I've seen in the whole X-Men franchise. And I was like, this is what we wanted. This is all we fucking wanted. Period.
My favorite thing about that movie was the little girl.
Oh, Lauda.
The little girl killed it.
Lauda was the shit.
When she fucking ripped it, man.
Yeah.
It was also good seeing Soul Glow and Elise Neal.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I love me some Elise Neal. Yeah.
Can we get a pause for Elise Neal?
Aged like fine wine.
My God. Damn, woman.
So yeah, I love Logan. I thought all the performances were well done. I like that he fought younger self. I thought
that was really cool.
Because
that was really cool.
I was a little concerned. I was like, who's gonna fight? He's the shit.
Yeah.
But not only did they make him, more vulnerable, but to fight a younger version of yourself when you were the shit.
Yeah, that's the shit.
You know what I mean?
But he fought a dumb version of it. You know what I mean? Not the root. And that was kind of cool about it because it was Wolverine, but it didn't have the viciousness of Wolverine.
Yeah. It was
like
just,
it was just
like
angry.
Terminator.
It was just angry.
It was
you
a
know
Terminator.
What I mean? Like
it was a Terminator. Just that's.
You know what? That's a perfect difference between, I would say, anger and rage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
and when he went berserker in the woods,
oh my God, yes.
And he was just
that was everything. That was everything to me.
I was like, yes. I was in the movie theater like, yes, that's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, that's
5 for you.
That's 5 for me.
All right, so 5 for me. John Wick 2. Now,
I forgot about that.
I have a special place in my heart for John Wick.
Oh.
And as corny as that nigga is sometimes, I love me some Keanu Reeves. And when I say that nigga's bad to the ass, my God, he killed a lot of people in this damn movie.
I'm upset that I forgot about that film.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't, like, oh man. I mean,
let them know. I'll kill them all.
Oh man, I mean,
What a great movie to like start the. That was like one of the movies we started the year off with, and it was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
That scene where they're in the tunnel, but even what led up to them going into the tunnels, is one of my favorite action sequences in any movie. I mean, seeing the nigga prepare and place his weapons in certain places. I mean, he had that fucking Bellinelli shotgun, and I mean, he shot a nigga, pinned him to the ground with the Bellinelli, loaded another round in,
fucking yuked him.
I was like,
that boy John.
Oh man,
that boy John.
Yeah,
boy. John Wick. Oh,
John
El Gagooey.
Oh man. Oh god. Yeah.
That's my number 5, man.
Yeah.
I had a great time watching that movie. I had a great time. What's your number 4, brother?
My number 4. Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok. All right.
Ragnarok. Yes. The previous 2 Thor films. Yeah. I mean, one was
definitely
second
for me.
Second one was you know,
Dark World.
Yeah, but this is one of the better. I would say in the top 5.
I had
movies.
a fucking blast watching this movie. I fucking love Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah,
man.
it was. It's what I wanted, man. We finally got Hulk having full-on conversations, and I loved it. You know, I love me some Valkyrie. I want to have her babies. Korg is goddamn hilarious.
Korg, man.
I mean, we were watching with a buddy of ours, Ian. Shout out Ian.
Yeah.
And when he says the foundation is strong and we will rebuild, and that shit blows up, me and Ian laughed so fucking hard at that shit. It was just like, I don't know if there's a better line to end the movie with.
I think they did a great job just making it into a straight fucking comedy.
Yeah.
It was a straight comedy,
and action was pretty dope.
Yeah.
You know, nothing like, oh my god, did you remember, like, you know, but it was entertaining and the characters were great. Yeah. And we finally got a decent villain.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but
Oh, dude.
I'm here for
hella good, hella scary, and hella funny.
Hella funny. Like, and one can only hope with that line about her being death, goddess of death, that she ends up with Thanos.
Ooh, wait a minute. Can we get a pause for Tessa Thompson, though?
That's what I said. Valkyrie, I want her babies.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I've been on her since Creed.
Yes, sir. All right, my number 4. I'm gonna have to give it to Baby Driver.
Oh, okay.
Baby Driver was. I loved this movie. I loved the soundtrack of this movie.
Yeah.
I loved the characters of this movie. Yeah. And like I just love the acting in this movie was great for me.
Yeah.
I loved the premise. I loved how it went down and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was a fun heist movie for me. It was a fun getaway driver movie.
Yeah.
And I love Jamie Foxx.
I love Jamie Foxx.
Excuse me. I love Captain Spacey. I know he's in a little trouble right now, but I mean, I love that nigga.
Yeah.
Joel Edgerton? Is that his name? Joel Edgerton?
John Hamm.
John Hamm? No, John Hamm did good too, but the lead dude, Baby.
Oh, what's his name? Fuck.
Whatever his name is.
Ansel Elgort.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Shit, pull that out the ass.
Yeah,
man. Like, dude, he did a great job.
Dude, that kid is charismatic. I'm not gonna lie. They said he was up for Han Solo, and when I saw that movie, I was like, why the fuck isn't he Han Solo?
Yeah.
But we'll see how the other cat does.
Yeah. And then the girl, I don't remember her name, but
which one? Because 2 of them.
Yeah, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. They both can get it.
Both can get it.
Yeah. It was a cute little white girl. And then Latina was fucking to die for.
Oh.
To die for.
To die for.
But that was my number 4 movie, Baby Driver.
Baby Driver was dope. Let's back a little bit. Let's push the thing. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Okay. So number 3, It's gonna be a movie that maybe not a lot of you have seen. It's called Wind River. Okay, now, short premise: a girl's body is found in the middle of after a huge blizzard, and she is 5 to 6 miles away from anywhere. What's his name? Fuck. Hawkeye. God damn it.
Ethan Hawke.
Huh?
Ethan Hawke?
No, Hawkeye from
Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner. Yes.
Jeremy Renner. Sometimes.
Yeah. Jeremy Renner is a hunter. He works for Wild Game, and he shoots like animals that kill people's stock. This place is set in Colorado. It's set in Indian reservation.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Elizabeth Olsen's in it too. It's set in an Indian reservation. The girl who's dead, she's Native American, and you see that she's been raped, and she was running in the snow with barefoot overnight, 5 miles away from anywhere, and as he describes it, like nobody should be able to survive that. Like it takes somebody with true, like heart and is just a fighter to get to where she is. So it's all about finding out how this girl ended up here. You find out, it's not really a spoiler, but he knew the girl. She was best friends with his daughter, who ended up in the same situation.
Oh, wow.
She was out, and her body was a little more like coyotes were eating and stuff. Yeah. It was pretty fucked up. So it was important for him to find out who did this. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know.
Yeah, it was a part of his shit. Yeah.
It is just it's beautifully shot. It's very simple. Like, nothing like you need to like, oh, well, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, you pretty much know who did it at the end. You know what I mean? So, but it was, it was just fantastic. If you guys ever saw Hell or High Water, I don't know. Yeah. It's the same director, same producers, and it's a well acted film, and I highly recommend it.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
So my number 3 movie was Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Ooh, yes.
This movie was great.
You got me wishing I did a 10, man, because I feel like I'm leaving out so many movies, but it's just like,
well, yeah, I mean, it's like I really enjoyed Spider-Man. I like the direction they're going with them. I love Aunt May.
Ever since My Cousin Vinny, man.
My cousin Miss Vito. Yes. Yes, Lord.
And I'm gonna need Tony Stark to back the fuck up, alright?
Yo.
You know I don't like your ass.
Get off.
Better not get on Aunt May.
Oh my God, if he gets on May, that'd be so hot.
No.
Yeah. No. But great. I like the new guy.
Yeah.
He did a great job as Spider-Man. I like his little friend. His Asian friend on the side. Really cool. I love Vulture in this movie. Oh yeah. That scene where he's in the car with Spider-Man and he realizes who Spider-Man is and tells him what's up. That was one of the coldest gangster scenes I've ever seen. Yeah. I love that scene.
Oh yeah.
Loved it. And you know what was great about it? It was mirrored in the same way as when he was talking to his uncle in the car.
The
same kind of kind of presence like that. Yeah. So I really like that, but it is complete opposite shit.
Yeah. I'm here for all that. I love Spider-Man. My only gripe about it is because I don't like Iron Man. Is that I felt like his suit was too much like Iron Man's suit.
Yeah.
And it took away from what Spider-Man's abilities are. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to see more Spidey sense. They really didn't show that. Although in Civil War, you were kind of led to believe he had it when Ant-Man was crawling on Cap's shield. And he was like, "Hey, I hear something." Like, how do you hear that? You know? I would say, that was really the only problem I had with it. I felt like the suit did entirely too much. But other than that, I thought it was funny. And I loved it. If I had a top 10, it's in my top 10
for sure.
Yeah. So number 2, this movie I don't think anybody really feels the way I feel about it. And I know he doesn't. Blade Runner 2049 is technically just far superior than any other film. Like, look-wise. This guy.
This guy
here.
The difference is, like, he's seen Blade Runner.
Yeah.
And he's seen the original and stuff like that. I've never seen Blade Runner. Still haven't seen Blade Runner.
Yeah.
It just was different. It looked cool.
Yeah.
It was just really slow.
It's really slow. But
and yeah, I
love movies that are slow.
Yeah,
it sounds weird.
As you can tell from my list, I'm just like
yeah, it's a slow movie. I like my mom was like, "Hey, how was 2049?" And I was just like, I don't think you should see it. It's just it's something you need to set aside time for, and you're like, I'm going to go watch a 2.5-hour movie that's not going to have very much action in it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I'm so fascinated with artificial intelligence and post-apocalyptic future shit that I felt like being in that world, I was just like, this is incredible. Like very few worlds seem real when you're watching them.
Yeah.
Like, you see Star Wars, you're just like, that's dope. That's dope. I'd love to be in there, but that doesn't seem like something we're going towards. Whereas this is like, I can definitely see this shit happening.
I'll give it this, like, the acting in it was great.
Well, yeah.
I thought that Ryan Gosling tore it up.
Yeah.
I thought Harrison Ford did a much better job than he did in Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then Jared Leto, he did his thing. He was creepy and fucking weird and yeah.
And a little there was just so many.
I wouldn't watch it again.
Yeah. For me, it's just like so many little nuances about the film that I love. I love the cinematography. Roger Deakins is the guy who does the cinematography for this film. He did Sicario, he did Prisoners, he did Arrival. I think that dude has just like the most amazing eye with a camera. And Denis Villeneuve, he gets the best out of his actors. That's just, as a director. So for me, it was just like it's just such a. The reason why I love it so much is because it makes me want to make films again, and that's
inspirational.
It's inspirational.
Yeah.
Not too many films do I watch and be like, man, I gotta start writing again. You know what I mean? I gotta sit down and map out this idea that I have. You know what I mean? Blade Runner did that for me, where I was just like, man, it reminded me like, yo, this is where you want to be.
Yeah.
So that's why it's special to me. I understand it's not special to everybody else because not many motherfuckers saw it. But yeah, that's my number 2. Hate it or love it.
Yeah, my number 2 is Thor Ragnarok. I love that movie.
Yeah.
We already talked about it, so I think we just get into the number 1 movie of 2017 and of life itself. Get Out.
Yeah. There's not much that needs to be said. You guys saw the videos.
You saw the videos. You can see our review. I think that's probably our best review.
Yeah.
Because we were just so excited and blown away by this movie that like all the nuances and the different depths of this movie.
Yeah.
And if you guys haven't seen the Jordan Peele when he does the theories about I think it was Vanity Fair or GQ, it was Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair.
They did like all the different theories, and he was debunking and talking about it and stuff like that. And it's a really smart movie that was also just it was camouflaged, and it was just such a great movie to me.
Great fucking film.
Man,
probably the best rated film I've seen in a very long time. Everything said in this film carried weight and meant something.
Every shot mattered.
Yes.
Every shot mattered.
Every little thing that an actor did.
If you didn't understand the first time you saw it, the second time you saw it, like, it's one of those movies, just like Fight Club or anything, like when you see it the first time, you appreciate it, but when you see it the second and third time, you're just like, fuck, this movie just got so much better.
Yeah.
So much better just because of all the nuances and all the different things. It was just... Oh,
It was great.
That was a great movie, and that was the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah. Not much more to be said. Trash movies of 2017.
Ugh,
Where do we begin?
fucking Bilko experiment. That's where the fuck we began.
Belko was the most disappointing movie
I was so mad.
of all.
So much potential. Just silly, stupid shit.
Yeah.
That's that movie. Silly, stupid shit.
Yeah.
Don't see it. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
Done.
Belko's trash. We can get that. Don't watch it.
Next one.
Slight. I didn't want to put Slight as trash because it was a black film.
But
The movie's trash.
trash.
I think I was pretty easy on it when we did the review.
Yeah.
And that's because I failed you guys.
Because he was black.
Yeah.
We wanted him to be great.
Trash.
Atomic Blonde.
Yeah. We love women. We love women, and we love women kicking ass, but this is not the one.
No.
It thought that we were stupid, and I don't like when movies think that I'm stupid.
I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm stupid.
What else? Alien Covenant wasn't trash. It was just so super disappointing.
Yeah.
How do you fuck that up?
What was another movie that was just garbage?
Free Fire.
Oh, fucking Free Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a waste of fucking money that was.
Oh my god.
Oh, don't even think about that movie anymore.
Yeah.
Don't even, I hope it never comes out on HBO or anything.
Yeah. I will call and
What a
my
pointless,
subscription.
stupid ass movie.
So bad. So fucking
I put Life in there too.
bad. Yeah.
I didn't like Life.
I thought it was just okay. But
Yeah.
you can put it as trash if you want. I wouldn't debate you on that.
Little alien movie was little yeah, whatever.
What else was there?
I didn't like the Murder in the Orient Express. I didn't like that.
I didn't like it either.
Why does everybody gotta be right? I like picking the right one because I think I'm smart.
Yeah.
Then when you make me just everybody's right, it just spoils it.
Best part about that was Daisy Ridley being with a black guy for a second movie.
Daisy Ridley going for the chocolate. We have a chance. Daisy.
I'm just saying,
Come to the dark side.
Come to the dark side. Not the Kylo dark side.
Yeah, Kylo don't know.
The dark.
You don't want that
chocolate
grandpa pants wearing ass.
No.
The
Trying to show off his chest. Motherfucker. Yeah. So yeah. Murray. Yeah. It was. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else.
Justice League. Trash.
Look.
Trash.
Anybody on here that liked it? No. No. I'm just gonna say no. Okay. And you know why.
You know better.
You know why.
You know better. And I don't want to hear that. Oh, we had fun in the movie theater. No, I don't want to hear none of that.
It's so disappointing because I met Jason Momoa this year, and if I
He's
saw him again, I'd lie and say it's good because he's bigger than me. But
If I said I saw him again, I just go, "Mommy, mommy."
Oh man. Oh fuck. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
DC, thank you for dropping the ball once a fucking again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we had this question.
There had to be more movies that were trash than that.
There's more, but this was the question because I will talk about Justice League for just one more moment. Aside from the Superman fighting all of them, seeing it, if this is a spoiler to you, I don't give a shit. which didn't last that long, and it was good. It wasn't like, let me go see this movie again, or let me see that scene again.
I remember nothing about this movie.
But I wonder, is it better than Batman vs Superman, which I thought was trash? And
no,
it's not better to me.
No, Batman vs Superman was better.
Yeah.
Strictly because of the Batman scene.
That Batman
strictly because of the Batman scene.
There was a definitive
My
scene
God.
in that movie
that
was
was
just like, this is dope as fuck.
You can't not deny that Batman scene was the shit.
And we did not have that in this movie. And
the closest thing we had to it was Wonder Woman in the bank scene, but it wasn't close.
Yeah, not even close. Not even close.
So yeah, I mean, 2017 definitely had some floppers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Some movies I didn't even want to see.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, nah.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are just the movies that were just trash to us.
Yeah, we're not gonna spend too much time on it.
Just because, I refuse to spend any more time with this and putting in my breath. The motherfucking Raiders. Raider football.
Yes.
This season was very disappointing.
Yeah.
We came into the season thinking we was gonna run some shit.
Yeah. Especially after last season.
And then we had Marshawn to add to that.
Yeah.
But we just could not get past our offensive coordinator just
being a dumbass.
Our defensive coordinator being a dumbass.
Yeah. And because of that, good man lost his job. But that's what happens when you put your faith in people who...
It's gone. And this is before... We're recording this before they officially announced John Gruden. But we're under the impression that John Gruden will be the coach of the Raiders for the 2018-2019 season.
Yeah.
He will also, inside of that deal, be getting part ownership.
Yeah. I heard this a rumor. It might not be all the way true.
Okay.
But look,
it has to be something lucrative to bring him back.
I don't think so, man. People inside the ESPN offices said that for years that John has always wanted to get back into coaching, but I think he wanted the perfect fit. Mm-hmm. And I think the reason why he's going with the Raiders and not the Bucs is because I think he sees more potential in Derek Carr and what they have than Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I was born a Raider fan, but I fell in love with a Raider fan I really fell in love with the Raiders when John Gruden was coach. It's when I started playing football. My head coach was a Raider fan. Tim Brown was my favorite player, and we had Chucky. Coach Chucky is back unofficially, but I'm looking forward to next season. I was looking forward to next season much earlier in the season than I think a lot of people were, because it was something seemed off with our team, and I wasn't trying to. No.
Yeah. So we have to make some big moves.
Yeah.
We got to get some good linemen. I don't know about Donald Penn.
No.
I don't know about Michael Crabtree.
Yeah.
And his status. God, please, our corners get fucking healthy.
Yeah. And we had some depth, because what we have as backups for corners is fucking sad. Fucking sad. We easily had the worst corners in the league this year. I mean, we didn't have an interception until 4 weeks ago, and the season's over.
Yeah. There's people that had more interceptions in a game than we had this season.
Yeah.
Did we have 4 all season?
4 all season.
Okay, never mind. Didn't really have 4 picks in the game.
A team has had 4 picks.
A team is probably, yeah. Why the fuck?
Yeah.
Fucking been through 5 in a game, right?
Exactly.
5 against the Jaguars.
Precisely. I'm looking forward to next season. I hope we do well in the draft. We're actually probably going to have a pretty decent draft pick, because we were 6-10 this year when we were 12-4 last year.
Yeah.
So,
I'm excited for the Raiders season. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah.
And that's it probably for our Raider wrap up for right now.
Yeah.
When we get more information, maybe when John Gruden is officially the coach. We'll get back with some news on that. But yeah,
I'm gonna buy a Chucky doll and dress him in Raider gear when he comes back.
That's a Chucky voodoo doll.
Well, I'm not gonna do voodoo with him, but
Yeah, you better not.
all right, shit is real.
All right. We should get into video games.
Yeah.
Kind of what I am very much into, and throughout the year or the upcoming season of the Hodge Podge Network, I will be commenting on different games that I've played, different statuses of the different games, and
Yeah.
I think we should just talk about the overall layout right now of what games are doing right now.
Yeah.
Right now, EA doing some bad things to Battlefront, man.
Yeah. I mean, a game with so much potential, and literally, like, I enjoyed playing it, but
the loot boxes, man.
Fucking loot
The
boxes.
loot boxes. It's
And they're always trash.
it is not only through Battlefront. Battlefront is where the gamers struck back.
Yeah.
But it's been going on in sports games for a long time.
Yeah.
Basketball, football in particular.
Yeah.
And then it's also even transpired into their Need for Speed games where
Yeah.
they're putting transactions in there.
Yeah.
And
Microtransactions are the goddamn devil.
we paid $60 for a game, bro.
Look.
Why are you trying to get more money out of me?
Yeah, and I'm mad. I'm mad enough that we have to pay $60 for a game 1 year, and then when they release the same shit with different skins, we pay another $60. You know what I mean?
But we
Give
gonna
me an
do it.
update. I'll pay $30 for an update.
You gonna
If I have
pay
a game, and
but as long as people are gonna pay $6 for a new
Yeah.
game, we're gonna be paying for a new game. That
Yeah.
just is what it is.
yeah, no, I mean EA is doing some crazy shit. Hopefully, with the outrage that's been given by the fan base, they don't fuck up. What you call it?
Battlefield.
Not Battlefield. Anthem. Because Anthem looks dope as fuck.
I just don't know, man. EA, they're doing it, dude.
Yeah.
But
But see, here's the thing: if it's getting to the point now where people are just like, "Look, EA, we're not gonna take this shit. We won't buy your game,"
yeah,
they'll stop.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'm really looking forward to Anthem too,
Yeah.
man. Like
Anthem was one of the best looking games I saw at E3.
I'm so pumped for that. And
Yeah.
if it's, I just don't want it to be that, man.
Yeah.
But also, there's a couple other games I'm looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to God of War when that comes out. Kratos after his God of War series, and it shows with him and his child.
Yeah.
We don't know who the mother is and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to seeing where that story goes.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption. That was one of my favorite fucking games on PS3. I think it's going to be phenomenal. Rockstar is my favorite game studio that's out there because they put quality content out there.
They take their time.
They take their time. They patch all their shit. There's still updates in 2018 for Grand Theft Auto 5, which came out on PS3. So I mean,
Yeah.
there's ways you can do it. You don't
Yeah.
have to be like the EA thing, you put microtransaction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though there's microtransactions in Grand Theft Auto 2, but it's not pay to win.
Necessary.
It's not
Yeah.
necessary. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can, but you don't have to do that.
Paying should not give you an advantage over anyone in the game.
Yeah, especially when there's nothing else. There's no other way you can do it. Like in Star Wars, what frustrates me about the damn game is like, no matter how many people I kill or how many progression things, you don't get rewarded for that.
Yeah.
You have to open up a fucking loot box,
Yeah.
or you have to use enough credits to unlock a character.
Yeah.
It's not like other games. Like other games, you beat the story, you beat something, then you unlock a character. You do a certain mission, you unlock the character.
Yeah.
But this, it just doesn't seem right.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree.
Now they're behind like a paywall.
Yeah. Another game I'm looking forward to, even though I sold my PS4, I did it because I was probably going to get the PS4 Pro.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. That's what. See, Spider-Man and maybe Last of Us 2 is the only reason why I want to play another PS4.
Yeah.
Spider-Man games are the shit. I've been playing them
Spider-Man games are the best.
Spider-Man is one of my. He's my top 3 for superheroes. He's the shit. I can't wait to see him. Apparently, from what I heard, it's a rumor. He could also play with Miles Morales eventually.
He was in the trailer.
He was in the trailer, but from what I heard, there's gonna be more of him, which I can't wait to see.
Very nice.
But yeah, other than that,
Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball fighting game, that shit looks dope as fuck.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z,
yeah,
that shit
looks dope as fuck.
Yes,
I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait to get my hands on that.
Without a doubt.
Alright, so that's our video game section. Like I said, throughout the year or throughout whenever news comes up, I will bring it to you. Taryn will also, if he wants to, you know what I mean? Yeah. But, that's that. And let's talk about the music scene. This is your spot, bud.
I listen to music. I listen to new music.
Well, so what artists would you say that people don't know about that they should know about? Because you put me up on some people that I had no idea they existed, and they put you on, and just so they know.
Okay, quick rundown. If you like R&B, I'll give you some R&B artists. Gallant or Gallant, however you want to say his name, Gallant. Excellent artist. Just listen to his music. He's got a song called what's the name of it? Talking to Myself, which I think is like one of the best songs I've heard in the last few years. Magic Jordan is a group underneath Drake. They make great fucking ride music. Like, if you want to take a trip up to Malibu, them niggas is who you need to be playing in your car. Like, that's just great vibes. Big fans of them. Female side, Sabrina Claudio is dope. She got a song called Tell Me. That's really dope. She's got an acoustic version that's just as good. Daniel Caesar. That nigga hit the fields with his album 40. And that shit made me want to get in a relationship like that. I was like, I need to be loved. Okay? Awesome fucking artist. For hip hop, if you don't know who Big Crit is by now, please listen to the guy, because I hear people talk. I'm a Drake fan. I hear a lot of people talk about Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick. Big Crit is on that level in my eyes, and a lot of people who listen to Big Crit in their eyes too. He is a rapper, producer, and he just does his fucking thing. Newer hip hop, I'm not huge into mumble rap. I fuck with Migos. Migos are just dumb, ignorant shit that sometimes you just want to listen to on the way to the car, on the way to work.
I'm learning about the Migos.
Yeah.
I learned last year there's 3 of them. They all have different names. One of them's affiliated with Cardi B, who I just learned about last year, and she's fine.
Yeah, Cardi B's
sometimes.
Fine. Yeah, Cardi B is just and then she starts talking just like
I like her accent. It's a weird accent, but I like it.
Yeah. Hip hop, yeah. I mean, I'm just the usual. I'm looking forward to see what J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick does. I'm interested in hearing new artists, man.
Well,
I think there's some young talent out there that don't get the proper shine, and hopefully, through various channels.
So obviously, Taryn has a bigger understanding of, especially on the new music scene and stuff like that. He gave you guys some great in-depth suggestions, and I'm pretty sure throughout the year he'll have some more for you, stuff like that. So that's kind of what we want our channel to be. This special BNN segment that we'll do Monday or Tuesday of every week. And then, like I said, we're gonna break it all down.
Yeah. So pretty much the whole thing is the whole network, the Hodge Podge Network, is about putting a bunch of things that don't necessarily fit or belong together, and just put them into a pot. That's what Hodge Podge means.
The Hodge Podge.
So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to give you everything. For some people who, maybe just want to listen to music, I'll do my best to give you some suggestions. You know what I mean? Like whatever comes across my way. For people that
obviously we can't play the music or we'll get YouTube copy strike laws, and we're not down with that.
Not down with that at all.
We're still trying to use the green screen.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We will. But yeah, we're gonna bring you as much content as possible. Not end goal, but I definitely want to get to a point where maybe we have some skits, some short films on.
Yeah, I would love to start doing some funny shit. We have a lot of good funny ideas that, we're going to try to get cameras. We're shooting this shit on the iPhone right now.
Yeah.
We just got the green screen.
Yeah.
We kind of had it. We're just putting it up and actually using it again for the very first time.
Right.
But this year, we want to be more serious in this, and this is something we want to do.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I would like to not have to work and just do this.
Yeah, we want to just talk to y'all and create.
And I know that's a very millennial thing to think and do, but I believe that we will generate enough people that will actually want to watch us.
Yeah. And it's all thanks to you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think Lyndon,
Yeah,
who's
Shout
our number one fucking viewer back in the day. So hopefully you guys all come and join us on this ride and journey, and get ready, man.
Yeah, big things coming.
Big things coming. So this is our first episode of the BNN.
Yeah,
on the Hodge Podge Network.
Deuces.
Peace.